with us from Delaware Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Buffalo Bulls and the Delaware Blue Hens. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Delaware's offense will go to work first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Zings it complete to the right.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone action.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. He's got the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Soft spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Touchdown, Delaware! They strike first.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bulls offense. Get its first chance with the football. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll move the tight end. He leaves it with his back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's DeMarco. Oh, they're after him. Great awareness. Picks up the first down and slides at the exact right moment. The Bulls are marching down the field. Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the gun. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but
looking deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Touchdown Bulls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Russ. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a third and long. Stumbled to the ground. Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. 22. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Finds his tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Got his man. brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Caught. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Makes the catch near the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Murphy. On target. Nice move to keep running. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The official says no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And send the tight end in motion. The give out of the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Madden. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's DeMarco. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. With the catch, it's Pitts. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And they spike it to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pressure coming. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the Georgia State Panthers.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football.
There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got his man on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield. And the Bulls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
The give on the inside. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. They're working that left side. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Blue Hens have this offense rolling. Red pass, it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Red 54, red 54, go!
Reads it, fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Might be looking to run. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead is down to a field goal.
Number 98, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go, ready.
Motion from the wide receiver. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
22.
Leaves it with the back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. They kick it away on 4th down. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes one-man miss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. To throw, it's Murphy. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And it's good! Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
Number 98, set to kick off.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you could tell the defense was really frustrated after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter. But how about the kick return unit, man? They make a huge play. They grab momentum right back in this football game, and they take the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Running inside. It's Hill. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Murphy. It's complete to the left.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Breaks into the open. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Complete. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Now improvising. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Pass to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Got him downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick completion on the out route. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Finds his man. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on fourth. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. After that flag, they spot. Inside the 20, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hill. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense in press coverage. Trying play action. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime? We play on first down here in the 2nd overtime period. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. to the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going to run it. He hits the slide, and he's converted this fourth down to keep the drive moving. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's DeMarco. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Buffalo. They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT. They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They've got to get it in on the two-point try to force a third overtime.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Under fire. Still looking for a man. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The 50. The 40. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement, but where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck.
welcome to Broadview Stadium in Buffalo. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. The Bulls ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Huskies offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Anderson will throw. Got a man. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Wormley. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. A great catch and run for 6.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Versatility, you can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bulls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense, because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's DeMarco. Right on the money. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Schneider. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UConn offense goes back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find... Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Wormley. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Anderson wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got his man on the outside. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. Maybe some room here. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the counter. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Motion from the wideout. Anderson will throw. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. Breaks loose. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's DeMarco. Here's a heat. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down.
Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Rush is on him. Makes the grab on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Open space at the 25. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's DeMarco. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Got his man on the right. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Using his legs, it's Wormley. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. Pressure coming. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 5 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Back to throw, it's DeMarco. Makes the grab, turning it on. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Here comes the heat. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. This one's complete. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Anderson wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Finds his man. It's Douglas. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence.
Snags it, and there's running room. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you...
Got a little grass. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Ready, go. Anderson will throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Huskies After moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break it.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UConn.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
And the extra point is good. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Gets it out fast. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Tight end now in motion. Third down play from the gun. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one. Pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Kick is in the air. Not a lot of room to field this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Anderson wants to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting up.
Pressure coming, and it's blocked. What a huge play. And he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Anderson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Fighting off the defender. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my leg.
Maybe a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The handoff keep working on that clock, and they get him down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Schneider. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Anderson wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got it. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just ran him over. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.